Have you ever gazed upon the night sky and wondered why, despite the billions of stars and potentially habitable planets, we have yet to detect signs of extraterrestrial life? This question is at the heart of the Fermi paradox, a conundrum that has puzzled scientists for decades and continues to do so today. The Fermi paradox is named after physicist Enrico Fermi, who famously asked, "Where is everybody?" during a conversation about the possibility of intelligent life beyond Earth. The paradox lies in the contradiction between the high probability estimates for the existence of extraterrestrial civilizations provided by the Drake equation and the comprehensive lack of evidence or contact with such civilizations. The Drake equation, formulated by Frank Drake in 1961, is a probabilistic argument that estimates the number of active, communicative extraterrestrial civilizations in the Milky Way. It takes into account factors such as the rate of star formation, the fraction of those stars that have planetary systems, the number of planets that could potentially support life, and a few other variables. According to some estimates, the equation suggests that there should be around 20 civilizations in our galaxy that we could potentially communicate with. Yet we find ourselves in a universe that is profoundly silent. This silence is so profound, in fact, it has a name: the Great Silence. Despite our best efforts, our most sophisticated technologies, and our deepest desires to not be alone in the universe, we have found no signs of extraterrestrial civilizations, no alien radio signals, no otherworldly artifacts. We seem to be floating alone in the cosmic ocean on our pale blue dot. But what if there's a reason behind this cosmic silence? What if the vast distances and the billions of years that separate us aren't the only things keeping us from making contact with extraterrestrial life? What if the silence itself is a message? Perhaps the answers lie in the depths of a dark and foreboding forest. But that, dear listeners, is a revelation for the next chapter. Enter the dark forest hypothesis, a chilling theory that might make you rethink our quest for cosmic companionship. This hypothesis draws inspiration from Leo Cixin's sci-fi novel, The Dark Forest. Picture the universe as a vast, shadowy forest at night. Each tree, each rustle in the undergrowth, could represent an advanced civilization, silently watching, waiting, and calculating their next move. Now imagine that you're a lone traveler in this forest, armed with nothing but your wits and a burning curiosity. As you stumble through the underbrush, you realize that you're not alone. There are other travelers out there, unseen but ever present. These travelers aren't just fellow wanderers. They're hunters, armed and dangerous, each viewing the others as potential threats. This is the crux of the dark forest hypothesis. In the grand cosmic scheme, every advanced civilization is a hunter in the dark forest of the universe, ever watchful and ever wary of the others. The silence we observe, the deafening cosmic silence, is not due to the absence of other civilizations, but rather because these civilizations are choosing to remain quiet. But why, you may ask, would they choose silence over communication? The answer lies in the inherent threat that every civilization poses to the others. If you're a hunter in the dark forest and you detect another hunter, you don't just step out and say hello. No, you stay quiet, you stay hidden. Because in this dark forest, the element of surprise is the best defense, and potentially the best offense. Survival, after all, is the name of the game. An advanced civilization, upon detecting another, might choose to wipe out the potential threat before they themselves are taken out. It's a cold, harsh view of the universe, but it's a perspective that the dark forest hypothesis suggests we must consider. In this dark forest, the best survival strategy is to stay quiet and avoid detection. Because in the cosmic wilderness, it's not the loudest who survive, but the quietest, the most inconspicuous. The ones who understand that sometimes silence isn't just golden, it's survival. So if we're all hunters in this dark forest, why aren't we communicating? Well, that's where chains of suspicion come into play. It's a bit like a cosmic game of poker, played out across the vast, starlit expanse of the universe. The stakes? Nothing less than the survival of entire civilizations. Imagine two civilizations light years apart, each discovering the other's existence. They might try to communicate, to reach out across the void, but there's a problem. They can't trust each other's intentions. After all, in this dark forest, every other civilization is a potential threat. Think about it. You're an advanced civilization and you detect signs of another civilization out there in the cosmos. What do? Can you risk reaching out, extending the hand of friendship, only to have it bitten off? You can't know their intentions. You can't even be sure they understand your intentions. Even if both civilizations are peaceful, misunderstandings can happen. You think I'm friendly, but do you think you think I'm friendly? It's a loop of suspicion that can't be broken. And so, the chains of suspicion bind every civilization in the universe. They shackle us to silence, to the safety of the shadows. We hide our signals, we camouflage our presence because we fear the other hunters in the dark forest. We dare not risk drawing attention to ourselves. We dare not risk becoming the prey. This is the chilling answer to the Fermi paradox proposed by the dark forest hypothesis. It's not that there aren't other civilizations out there, it's that they're all hiding, just like us. They're all maintaining radio silence, lest they give away their position to a potential predator. In this cosmic game of survival, the rule is simple. Shoot first, ask questions later. It's a cold, calculated approach to existence, but in the dark forest of the universe, it might just be the only way to ensure survival. Now this brings us to a crucial question. Should we continue broadcasting our existence into the cosmos? It's not just a philosophical query, but a matter of survival. You see, our efforts to reach out to extraterrestrial civilizations, known as active SETI, might be more like painting a target on our backs than extending an olive branch. Picture this. You're in the dark forest and you see a rustle in the bushes. Would you shout out, revealing your position? Or would you hush, hoping whatever it is hasn't noticed you? The dark forest hypothesis suggests we're doing the equivalent of shouting in the cosmic wilderness, and we might not like who or what hears us. This isn't just the stuff of science fiction. The late brilliant physicist Stephen Hawking had his reservations about our eagerness to make contact. He likened it to Native Americans encountering Columbus, and we all know how that turned out. Think about it. A civilization capable of picking up our signals and traveling light years to visit us would be technologically superior. And history has repeatedly shown that when a technologically advanced society encounters a less advanced one, it rarely ends well for the latter. Hawking cautioned us, if aliens visit us, the outcome would be much as when Columbus landed in America, which didn't turn out well for the Native Americans. So, should we heed this warning and cease our cosmic hellos? Should we retreat into radio silence? It's a debated topic among scientists, with some arguing that the potential benefits of contact, technological advancements, answers to existential questions, outweigh the risks. But the dark forest hypothesis paints a chilling picture, reminding us that we're small players in a vast, possibly dangerous universe. It's a cosmic game of hide and seek, and maybe it's wiser to hide than seek. So, maybe it's time to practice cosmic silence. After all, in the dark forest of the universe, it's better to be safe than sorry. So, there you have it, the dark forest hypothesis. A chilling yet fascinating perspective on our place in the cosmos. We've navigated the eerie silence of the Fermi paradox and encountered the spectral hunters of the dark forest. We've grappled with chains of suspicion and the deafening cosmic silence that they can create. This hypothesis presents a universe that might not be as welcoming as we would like, a universe where survival instinct dictates a silence that stretches across galaxies. It poses a stark question. Should we, too, embrace this silence? As we continue our quest for extraterrestrial contact, we must remember the potential risks that come with it. The universe is a vast and mysterious place, and perhaps also a dangerous one. In the vast, mysterious, and potentially dangerous cosmos, silence might just be our best survival strategy.